Hello, everybody. I believe we are live. I see Frank Aguilar. I see Sim Scare Studios in the chat currently. If you guys are here, say hello so I can confirm that we are going live. This is August, your host for Strange Film Studios Live, and we got 5 viewers. Awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is we're going to do our shows every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. now. So, guys, I promised you let's see, John Queener, howdy. Hello, my friend. I'm going to put your comment right there. So, hey, guys. Again, thanks for joining. I kind of got a better setup as far as the technical stuff goes. If you guys can hear this sound effect, let me know. If you can't hear it, it should be applause. If you can't hear that, let me know. Anyways, guys, so I promised you a guest, Tyler Mckee, my brother, and I've been waiting for him for the past 2 hours. Yeah, it's been a long time. That is, oh, he says nothing. John, all right, thanks. Can you hear my voice though? I'll make sure you can hear my voice. Says nothing. Frank Aguilar says nothing. Okay, we're still working out the kinks as far as the sound effects go. If not, that's okay. As long as you guys can hear my voice, can you hear this? Then we'll be good to go with the show at least. But anyways, I've been waiting for my brother Tyler Mckee for the last 2 hours or so. I can hear those dulcet tones. Okay. I don't know what that means. If that's my voice, then that sounds good. But typical Tyler fashion, he is either late or has ignored me. So for the last 2 hours, I've been heading him up and whatnot, and I just can't get a hold of him. So we'll probably just do a quick little thing here and just say that give you guys an update, chat with you for a little bit. And the biggest update that we've got is the Lion's Den is streaming at 46,000 views. John Lynch, hello. What's up, my friend? Give your chat there on the screen there. Lion's Den chat is streaming 46,000 views and counting. We're at 499 subscribers, one away from 500. When you guys saw the last show with me and John Queener Films, your film Tethered is coming out on May 31st. We were like 417 subscribers, so we're one away, guys, from 500. So if anyone's tuning, what are you doing here?
This is HQ.
No, this is my studio.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I'll pay for it.
No, you did not pay for this. Sit down. Hey.
What is all this stuff?
No, this is my studio. Hey, sit down for a second. Let me talk. Well, I'm glad you're here. Come here. Sit down.
What's all this equipment?
No. Sit down.
Stole it.
It's okay. No, sit down. Here. We're live on the air. Guys. Okay, so we're joined here by the Royal Knight. Hey, why don't you put this on? Go on. It's okay. Put it on.
It's a weapon.
No, put it on. Just put it on. There you go. And I want you to grab this right here. Okay. There you go. I want you to put. Okay.
What is this?
No, well, be careful with it. Go ahead. No, it's that. All right. Hey, Royal Knight, can you hear me? I want you to say hello to our guests.
Hello.
Okay, good deal. So Royal Knight, this is not your headquarters. You asked if you could rent this studio space from me. I told you $100 a month, and you could.
Shh.
And you tried paying me in a case of beer.
Did you hear that?
Hear what?
The screams of the innocent.
No, I don't hear it. I don't hear any.
They're loud. What were you saying?
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome you, the Royal Knight, to the show. The Royal Knight, since you're here, can I go ahead and talk with you for a few minutes here?
No, I don't think so.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about how long have you been you, the Royal Knight? What is going on here?
I'm always me.
Well, how long have you been suited up like that?
The last 17 years.
17? How old are you? Like 20?
24.
Oh, interesting.
25. I don't
Okay.
know. I'm nocturnal.
We got Wild let's say some hi. Let's say hi to some of the people in the chat here. We got John
Are
Queener.
these my enemies?
No one's your enemy in here. Everyone wants to be your friend in here. Okay, so we got it's the Royal Knight from John Queener. We've got greetings from Blake Hall. Blake, we're gonna throw your comment right there on the screen. You see that?
What is this witchcraft?
Ooh, 9 viewers right now. Wirefest Productions. Wirefest Productions.
Is this anybody's seltzer?
That's yours. That is yours, Seltzer. Yes. Wirefest says howdy. Hi. Thank you for joining us. Cinema Scare.
Hello.
I can hear them. He says I can hear them. And she's what's going on? So what is going on? Royal Knight. You kind of just invaded my whole space here. I'm doing a show live in front of lots of people.
My security camera
8
tipped
people.
me off.
Okay. Well, anyways,
This is mine.
Royal Knight, I heard a rumor that you try to fight crime in the streets. You're trying to
True.
be the next like Batman or something, correct?
Better.
Better than Batman.
He
So
uses money. I use poverty to fight poverty.
that's good. Okay, how's that working out so far?
Excellent.
Okay, so have you? I don't really see you in the news or anything.
My crime's silent.
Silent crimes. Okay, so I have some evidence here that maybe shows that what you're talking about is not accurate. Do you know someone of the name Stingray?
No.
Are you sure?
Okay, maybe.
You do know Stingray. So
I kicked his ass.
you did.
Yeah, we fought.
You guys fought. You kicked his ass.
100%.
Okay. So
He's nothing.
Orpheus Production says poverty gang for the win. So you've got someone on your side, but I want to show everyone on the show here some evidence of you and Stingray. Is that okay? Can I show that clip for everybody? We're going to show it, guys. And this is my first time sharing the screen, so just bear with me here. But
Where did you get this?
don't worry about it. So we're gonna share the screen here, and what we're gonna do is boom, share. We're gonna play this clip for everybody, okay?
Where did you find that?
Don't worry, it's all over the internet. So it appears to me that Stingray here is kind of kicking your ass. Oh, that's not good. Oh, and oh my goodness. So let's get back to you guys.
How did you get that?
Are
my enemies working for you?
No one's working for anybody. You're just not really good at your job.
I gotta go.
Are you sure?
I'm so embarrassed.
Okay, well, when's the next time we're gonna see you?
That's uncertain.
Okay. Well,
Maybe 6 months.
I hope we can get Stingray on the show soon and maybe and get a better interview out of this, because Royal Knight, dude, I mean, first of all, you're just not good at fighting crime, and secondly,
you watch your mouth.
Okay. So how about we'll just see you next time, Royal Knight, okay? And $100 a month, and you can use the studio as your headquarters, okay?
You write the contract, asshole.
All right. Thank you, Royal Knight. Thank you, Royal Knight. All right. So, guys, Royal Knight is leaving. We appreciate it. Take your headphones off, please. Thank you.
Don't want him anyways.
Thank you. Royal Knight's leaving, and he's a sore loser. He can't obviously handle the criticism of his loss with Stingray. Guys, if you haven't seen the Royal Knight versus Stingray on YouTube by Strange Film Studios, check it out. You can see that whole fight scene between the Royal Knight and Stingray, and it's not pretty. And while we're at it, guys, so on Strange Films here, we are 499 subscribers. If you have not checked us out, if you're on YouTube, if you're watching, give us a subscribe. We'll hit the 500. I'm going to give away a free DVD to a lucky winner. And I have to figure out how to do that contest, but I am going to do a contest for 500 subscribers, because that's a pretty cool milestone. 46,000 views of the Lion's Den, and I never even imagined any of my films to get to that high. So it's pretty nice. So so Frank Aguilar, you're still in the building. If you are in, give me a chat here. I want to say hi to you. Got 6 viewers. It says 501 subscribers from me. Okay, whoa, 500 subscribers. That's awesome. Well, that's good to hear then. And so I'll have to figure out a way to do a DVD giveaway. But if you're not on YouTube, whoa.
Dude, I'm so sorry, man.
Oh, wow. Hey, Ty. What's up, man?
Dude, I was asleep. I'm sorry.
Oh, man, you're always asleep here.
Hey, I'm late for everybody. I'm so sorry.
Here, take the mic out of here. Let's get you going. Let's get you all set up here.
Oh, man. Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
Work's been crazy.
Yeah, it's okay.
I was crying a lot.
All right. Can you, why don't you give a mic check on that microphone?
Hello.
Okay. Yeah, I hear you. Do you hear me?
Hey, guys. How we doing?
This is my brother, Tyler Mckee. Welcome to the show, Strange Films Live.
Hey, man.
Whoa.
That's correct.
Crazy voice.
In the pen.
503 views. I'm so sorry. I really need glasses. It's what's it say? Werfest? Yes? Werfless Productions.
Mm-hmm.
Werfless Productions
cool
says, is it just me, or does he kind of look like the hero of poverty?
Who?
Do you know the Royal Knight?
I mean, I've heard of him.
Yeah?
Hey, on a side note, I think some teenager tagged up your house, man. It just said asshole inside of it when I was walking in.
Well, that's not good.
Did you piss somebody off? Because
I don't know. I don't know.
It was spray painted.
Was it spray painted in purple?
Actually, yeah.
All right.
It was.
Okay, so it says Cinema Scare Studio says Tyler in the house. Yes, sir.
How we doing?
So we got my brother, Tyler Mckee. Yes, we are brothers. We don't look anything alike. We have two different last names, but he is my brother, blood, flesh and blood, and obviously
you come out of the same hole that makes your family.
Yeah, exactly. John Queener. Hey, that's the Royal Knight Seltzer. Yes, sir. And
I wondered why it tasted dirty.
It's probably filled with all kinds of nasty stuff in there, and I've got a seltzer here, but mine's clean.
Yeah, there's a backup one here. I think we can use that.
All right, good deal. So, Tyler, welcome to the show.
Everybody doing all right?
This is Strange Films Live. We only have 6 viewers right now. We did have like 9 at one point, but I think people started leaving as Royal Knight came on. So it says, let's see. He says, Cinema Scare says he needs a Butch beer.
I've heard good things.
Shout out to David Brandon, Cinema Scare Studios. We've got some fun stuff coming up for you guys in the near future. All right, Tyler Mckee, thank you for joining me on the show. And I wanted to have you on here because not only that we have worked together for a very long time, because obviously you're my brother. We've been doing shit since we were kids. Do you remember when I was filming you jumping over the carpet in the living room? I was doing some slow-mo effects to that. And
yeah, what was it, the 8-foot rug or 9-foot rug?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I mean, we've been doing stuff since we were kids, and then
young. That's for sure.
I think the major first film you were in was that Waldo video when I was in college. You remember that?
Oh my God, I watched that the other day. Actually.
Did you really?
Yeah, because I was going through some old stuff. Well, August Aguilar actually still has a ancient channel on that he doesn't know how to delete.
Do not follow that because there's actually some really bad, like inappropriate stuff that I wish I could take down. If I ever get famous one day, I'm gonna get canceled just because I channel.
But yeah, the character or the gentleman that you casted to play the old man in that, I mean, I can't believe I agreed to be in the film because he was raunchy looking. I mean, I'm sure he's a nice guy. I hope he's listening.
Yeah. No, Justin, actually, that's Justin Mullins. And Justin is actually, he's a subscriber to Strange Films, and he's also a follower on Facebook and whatnot. And nice. Justin, if you ever come across this video, Justin Mullins, I just wanted to say that thank you for participating in our Waldo video. Thank you for participating in anything in Strange Films, and also having me on your live show back in the day when we were talking about weed and whatever stuff on your late night radio show. And it was a lot of fun. But Justin's a good guy. He does have a character look, though, not going to lie. And he's been canceled many times because of his outspoken words. So, Tyler.
We let us smoke in here?
You can hit your vape pen. Yes, sir. So, Tyler, I have some stuff for you today. But before we dive into a lot of the nitty-gritty stuff, I want to ask you, what is... For people who don't know you, for people at home, what's your origin story? Like, Tyler Mckee is an actor. He is an aspiring comedian, would you say? Yes.
Yeah.
He is
I've been funny from time to time. Yeah.
Funny from time to time. He's very, very, very funny. He's he plays guitar. He's a musician. He's a jack of all trades. Okay, so Tyler, if you throw him in any room and say you got to do this, he will improv his ass off and pull it off. That's the kind of guy Tyler Mckee is. And Tyler Mckee,
fake it till you make it.
Yes, and me and Tyler Mckee have done tons and tons and tons of videos that are both published on Strange Films, our former channel El Burrito blog, and stuff that you guys have never seen before.
Oh yeah.
That has just literally been on, like, just shoot and go, no script, completely improv. So
off
Tyler,
the fly,
yes, on the fly, exactly. So Tyler, so for the people at home who either are watching right now or who come back to this video, why don't you tell them a little bit about yourself and somewhat of your origin story, why you wanted to be an actor, comedian, and all these things?
Well, you know, I mean, obviously, August is my brother. You know, we grew up in Kingsport, Tennessee. You know, there's actually surprisingly a lot of good talent there. You know, a lot of people who want to be creative in their own way, or, you know, try or just kind of do off the wall things, because there really wasn't a whole lot to do in our hometown, you know. And August at a very young age, you know, picked up a camera, you know, and we had foreign exchange students from Germany living with us, and I remember even him making, you know, videos there, like back all the way back then. And I remember being about 12 or 13 years old, watching stand-up comedy with my mom on Comedy Central, or our mom, and eating Chinese food. I just remember saying, "Hey, like, do they get paid for that?" And she said, "A lot of money." And I said, "That's exactly what I want to do. Make people laugh and get paid for it. Like, who wouldn't want to do that, you know?" And then one thing after another, started dabbling with you know, making some films here and there. Eventually, when I did move down to Knoxville, you know, I mean, prior to that, I was kind of out of high school. I just kind of was bouncing all over the place, you know, dropped out 2 weeks in, got a plane ticket, did some backpacking, moved to California, broke down out there, had to come back. And then finally, me and you kind of reunited, and then started working on projects. And, you know, even at one point there was a motivational speaking seminar in there. And I don't think
we don't talk about that anymore.
I don't think I motivated a single person.
You still get shit about that.
Yeah. That's what I thought. That's what I wanted to do. Maybe one day, you know.
Yeah.
Not keeping it out of the box.
A 21-year-old trying to tell 40-year-olds what to do. Think about it.
Yeah, it did not go well. I probably was high as fuck when I did it.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, you know, I have been able to be a part of some, you know, pretty stellar projects, you know, with August and without August. I was in a true crime series on CNBC. There's about.
All right. Well, we're going to get into a lot of that stuff. So I just need a brief origin story to spark notes. Thank you.
Cool.
So we're going to get into some of that stuff, because I'm going to ask you about the true crime show. We're going to ask you about some of your Strange Films career. We're going to ask you about some other random things. Okay.
Perfect.
So let's keep it moving here. We got 5 viewers. We did have 9 at some point, but dude, I'm sorry, the Royal Knights guy who just came in here, he dropped us all the way down to 4. Now he's at 5. Now we're at 5. So Frank Aguilar says, "Ha. Cinema Scare Studios." It says Royal Knight versus Gary Busey. I would love to see that.
Gary Busey, more like Scary Busey.
Yeah. So guys, we're at 5 viewers, but if you ever come back and check this out, yeah, please bear with us, because this is how we roll. And if you want to give a quick share of the link to what we've got going on, go share it on Facebook, share it wherever you got. Let people join us, because we still got quite a bit of stuff to go over. So Tyler, before I have a little segment here that I want to play with you, a little game, okay? But before we do that, I got a couple shout outs, okay?
You got it.
So the first shout out I want to do is for, I have to read this right. I need glasses, guys. We got Diana Firefly of Scoffer Studios. I want to give her a shout out, because actually on June 8th, we are going to be interviewing on the Strange Films Live here. I'm going to be interviewing Diana, and we're going to be talking about Scoffer Studios and the amazing things she's doing. She is a female, fully owned, independent female studio, I should say. I'm sorry. So
that's fantastic.
Yes, 100% owned female studio, film studio, and they're doing animation, film productions, podcasts, all kinds of stuff. And she reached out to us, and we're actually going to be having her on the show on June 8th and talking about some of the really cool stuff that they're doing. So June 8th, guys, Diana Firefly. And if you check this out, Diana, we appreciate you. We can't wait to talk with you. And the other shout out is, again, of course, if you have not subscribed to Strange Film Studios, check us out on YouTube. Give us a like on the view or on the videos. Give us a subscribe. Give us a share. Strange Film Studios on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, and strangefilmstudios.com. Shoot us an email at gmail.com. And we appreciate it because now that we're over 500 subscribers, we're not only going to give away a free DVD, but we are halfway to 1,000 now. Isn't that crazy?
That's awesome. Incredible. Thank you everybody for who believes in it, and
Exactly.
August is just truly incredible person as well as a director, entertainer.
Yes. Whatever you say. My brother is supposed to say these things, but no, we do appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. All right, Tyler. So I have a game for you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's called Take It or Leave It.
Sure.
All right. So the deal is, take it or leave it. I give you 5 subjects that are related, for your case, film and comedy.
Okay.
Excuse me. And 5 other completely random subjects. And you have to tell me, would you take it or leave it? And why? Okay?
Okay.
And guys, if you're watching, if you're listening, put in the comments, would you take it or leave it? All right? So we're going to start with number 1. Tyler Mckee, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Number 1, take it or leave it. Brad Pitt.
Take it.
Take it.
All the way. Who wouldn't want to take home Brad Pitt? Come on now. Come on now.
I know. I knew you were going to go with that. And obviously,
Moneyball, Troy.
I was going to ask what your favorite Brad Pitt movie was.
7 Deadly Sins?
7.
Or 7?
I mean, you had the concept right.
A River Runs Through It?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
He reminds me of me in that movie. I feel like, this career is just going to end up, for me, my career is going to be ending up as a stunt double and just drinking beer and fixing roofs.
And be on a boat one day.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Let's see. So I was going to say 7, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Fight Club.
Oh, Fight Club.
Yeah.
Obviously, because Tyler Durden.
Yeah.
Tyler Mckee.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so Brad Pitt, guys. Yes, Blake Hall says, take it.
Chef's kiss.
Take it all the way. We've got Brad Pitt. All right, number 2. Tyler, you ready?
Ready.
Wasabi.
I'll take it.
You take the wasabi.
Yeah, when I get the sushi, so here's a little trick, you put the wasabi in the soy sauce, stir it up, so this way when you dip it, the soy sauce gets spicy,
Mm-hmm.
Because if you just put it on it, it's a lot, but
yes.
I mean, sometimes it is raw dog it, just put it, but I'll take it.
Yes.
I like spicy.
Blake Hall says, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is my favorite role of his. Yes, it's such a good movie, Blake, and thank you so much for getting that for me on for Christmas like 2 years ago. I still love it.
Where's mine, Blake?
Yeah, right. I think I literally think he got me and John Queener both a copy like that same year. You just didn't come to the Christmas party apparently. Okay, so yeah, wasabi. I'll take it also. Wasabi is it's good, but it's you have to be careful with it.
Oh yeah,
you just have to be careful.
It'll open you up.
So Ella upstairs, she just loves wasabi. I mean, dude, she will fucking dump wasabi on her sushi or whatever. And for me, I like the soy sauce wasabi combination. She does too. But I mean, dude, I'm telling you, when she likes wasabi, it's like, whoa. And then I'm like, oh, it's good, but I can't do that. It's a lot, And John Queener says, not me. I understand. Yeah, it's a very
different
specific taste.
Specific.
Dude, I just watched. We were talking about Jackass 4.5 earlier, and I rewatched Jackass the movie 1, 2, and 3 recently, and I think it's Jackass 2. But Steve-O does a line of wasabi. Oh my god, I cannot even imagine.
That must have burned.
He was like, he throws up, and then he does it again.
Yeah.
It's like, you fucking psycho.
He was on a lot of drugs though.
Oh, of course, yeah, but like, dude,
take it.
Those guys are like insane. Anyways, yeah, so wasabi, you take it. Okay, number 3, stage acting. Take it or leave it. So when I'm talking about stage acting, I mean, like, would you want to do like plays, like performing plays, or like, stuff like that? Musicals or anything like that, like not film, stage acting.
If it's good enough for Hugh Jackman, it's good enough for me. So I'll take it.
Okay. Yeah,
I'll take it. I've never, so in middle school, I used to actually orchestrate the lights for the play. I wasn't in the play, but I did the light work. And I was like, oh man, look at those losers. But secretly, I wish I would have been one of those guys. Like,
don't you wish, like, back in like early days, you wish you would have participated in a lot of stuff? Like,
oh yeah. I mean,
I know. I wish I did too.
Biggest thing, surprisingly, Chorus. I wish I would have done chorus because my chorus teacher in 7th and 8th grade begged, Mom.
Really?
Yeah, I mean they liked having Rain, but she was always, it was Miss Holcomb. She'd always be like, "Hey, tell your brother to come to class." Right. Then she'd go up to my mom and be like, "Oh, hi, is Rain doing well?" She's like, "Yeah, but get Tyler in here."
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. Remember
she loved my voice.
So Rain is our sister, and actually I plan on having her on the show one day because she's doing a lot of fun stuff right now too. Mm-hmm. So you would do some stage acting, yes, sir. Do you have a favorite musical or anything? Does anybody in the comments have a favorite musical?
It's going to be pretty controversial because a lot of people don't like this one, but I also haven't seen a lot of musicals, but I'm going with Rent.
Oh, dude, that's not controversial. I love Rent.
Okay, cool.
I love Rent. It's like I don't know if it's my favorite. It used to be my favorite. I don't know.
I haven't watched a whole lot. That's honestly one of the only musicals that come to mind.
I just tried actually rewatching it not too long ago, the movie adaptation of it, and I used to really, really love it, but as with Augie, I really just couldn't get into it. John Lynch, yes, I agree with you on this one. Dr. Horrible sing-along blog. Have you seen that?
I've not.
Neil Patrick Harris? Oh, dude, it's hilarious.
NPH?
Yeah, it's hilarious. Excuse me, guys. It's hilarious, but I will say I love Rent. I love Oklahoma. With there's a Hugh Jackman version of Oklahoma. You can watch on YouTube. It's really, really good. Let's see. John Queener says.
I love Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, I did too. John Queener, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance is technically a musical, so that is it. I had to look into that. Okay, and then Blake Hall says Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Now, would that technically be like? Oh, well, I see what you're saying because I guess I would say Wizard of Oz is technically like a musical movie,
but they're not.
But I'm talking about stage acting.
I like your answer, Blake.
But I do like your answer.
Just kidding.
You're wrong. No, but I do love Willy Wonka. Honestly, have you watched the original Willy Wonka recently?
Divine reason.
Let's say within 2 years.
No, maybe.
I'll tell you. I rewatched that about 2 years ago during COVID, like full on lockdown, and when I watched it again, I was like, dude, this is like one of the greatest movies of all time. Like it's so, and I always loved it, but it's so damn good that
it was Gene Wilder.
And it's so damn good. I've rewatched it probably 3 times now since. It's so damn good.
Awesome.
Cinema Scare Studio says Beetlejuice live. Interesting. I want to see the Marvel live shows that they were doing at one point. I don't know if you saw anything about that, but Marvel was doing like stage shows.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Anyways,
sounds awesome.
We're going way off track, guys. But stage acting, you would participate if the right opportunity came, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, depending on the role.
Good deal. All right, so let's move on. Number 4, take it or leave it. Skydiving.
I'm terrified of flying.
Yes.
But I gotta say, if I had to go out, so I heard a quote the other day. It's actually it's on the first episode of Disenchantment. And it said, I'd rather live a big life I'd rather die a big death than live a small life. So if I'm going out 120 miles an hour, just going down splatting, that'd be all right.
So you'd rather fall flat from 1,000 feet in the air and die than just standing and looking up at the guys skydiving, correct?
Yeah, I think I'd do it.
So you would take it.
I'd take it, man. I know I'm taking all this stuff.
You've been taking everything so far.
Mm-hmm.
I would. Oh, Blake Hall says take it. Want to try it, Blake? I've never imagined a million years of you trying to skydive, but I want to see you skydive now. That's great, man. John Lynch says the Spider-Man 1 Green Goblin. I think I know what you're talking about, John. I like it. This whole take it or leave it list was kind of hard for you, Ty, because you're my brother, and I know a lot of the stuff that you like and don't like, so this is kind of hard. But I wanted I tried my best with some questions, but skydiving in particular, I want to say I leave it, man, because I just don't get. There's a part of me that's like, fuck it, yeah, let's do it. I want to do it. I really would love to be able to chances are probably 90% chance, 99%. I'd say 95, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Chances are you're gonna be just fine skydiving, right?
Well, you got trained professionals, and then the guy on you has a backup parachute.
Yeah, you've got it's just there's a lot of safety measures to make sure you got it. Excuse me. And I'm sure like it would be just fine, but I just don't see myself doing it.
Yeah, I don't see you doing it either.
Yeah. I want to see you do it now.
No, I want to.
Sim Scare Studio says scared of heights. Yeah, I am too, dude. Like when work asked me to get on a ladder, I said no. Oh man, yeah. So I leave it. You take it. Yeah. So all right, number 5. Take it or leave it. Comedy roast. So what I mean by this is like I know like Comedy Central or whatever Central or comedy specials where it's like you have a roast of a celebrity.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, if you were the center of attention and you were the one that being roasted, would you take it or would you leave it? Because in my opinion, I guess I'll tell you after you tell me, but it's a challenge. I feel like
I mean, obviously, no one enjoys being having shit talk to them. But I mean, like, is this just at the house? Or this like,
no, this is like public national TV or Netflix special where everyone's
oh
going to
yeah,
see this.
get
like,
me out there. Yeah,
oh,
I mean,
yeah?
there's gonna be some nasty dumb shit that comes out, but I mean,
So
I'll take it.
So you take it, okay. Oh, hey,
for better or worse.
We got a visitor here. Oh my goodness, we have another Royal Night Seltzer.
Oh my god, thank you so much.
On the live.
Thank
you. Well, oh my goodness. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Ella, for providing beverages for
all the beverages
for the adults here. Okay, so you would take getting roasted on stage by numerous people in front of national television.
I don't think there's a lot I wouldn't do on national television now.
That's true. That's true. Okay, so this is one for me where I'm like, dude, I think I'd leave it just because, like, I know how insecure I am, and it's like
I'd probably freeze,
well, the thing is, like, I feel like I always think about that Michael Scott episode of The Office where he's like, I want to do a comedy roast. Everyone roast me, and he gets the whole office involved, and they're all like, yeah, they stage this huge roast, and they all start roasting him like really hard, and he just like gets really angry and walks off, and then he's mad at everybody for the entire rest of the episode. And I'm like, I feel like that's how I would be. I'd be like, what?
I got pretty thick
How
skin,
dare you say that about me?
But also, I could see myself being be like, all right, you took that one too far.
Yeah, right, yeah, exactly.
Being a little salty.
Hey, you don't say that.
Hey, you don't say that, man.
Yeah. Oh man. So okay, so you take comedy roast.
Yeah.
All right. You've taken everything so far. Interesting. Interesting. So I want to point out that we have 7 viewers now. But what's interesting is we had 9, we had 5, a steady 4 for a good while. We went up to 7, then back down to 5, and now we're up to 7 again. So who is dropping in and out? I want to know, guys. Anarchy. So if you guys are listening, thank you again for tuning in. Please give us a chat here because I throw it up on the screen. We really do appreciate it, and thank you again for all of your support. Number 6, Tyler, you ready?
Sure.
Take it or leave it, Pac-Man.
Oh, who's not taking Pac-Man?
I don't know. Maybe someone who doesn't like Pac-Man. I don't know.
No, Pac-Man all the way. I remember going to Tilt. Only the real ones remember Tilt. All right, and Kingsport.
Yes, sir.
And Kingsport, Fort Henry Mall before it was. I think it's still Fort Henry Mall. But
yeah.
But they had the Tilt in the front next to escalators before they pushed it in the back. Now they got rid of it completely.
That's good.
Tilt?
The escalator? Oh, Tilt. Okay.
Both. There's no escalators.
There's no escalators right there?
That was the main selling point of the mall.
That's insane. I haven't been in that mall in 8 times.
When I went in for the first time when I moved back, I mean, I forget why I went in there, but it was like that scene in Endgame when Paul Rudd's walking through the street with his wagon, and he's just looking around like, what the fuck? And then this kid, and literally, I stopped because there was only like a couple middle schoolers and some old ladies, and I was like, hey,
what's going on?
I said, what happened here? And he just looked at me, just kept going, and I was like, oh my god! Like I got chills, but I'd go to Tilt, man.
So you do love Pac-Man?
Oh, yeah, I mean the boys.
Do you like Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man? Do you have a preference?
Not really a preference. Everyone says Mrs. Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man was better.
Yes, it is.
I mean, I've always enjoyed just regular Pac-Man, but it seems like every time I see one, it's always Miss Pac-Man. So,
right. John Queener says them all. It's really depressing now. It really is.
Yeah, dude.
Well, okay, so I love Pac-Man. I'll take it all day. Miss Pac-Man, where it's at, because I played that more in arcades and at home.
That's what I'm saying. It's what's in arcades primarily.
Oh, Sim Scare Studios says I got bored with those games. Some people don't like it. But you're too probably young to remember this. But for when I was probably like, I'd say 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, when I had like a Sega Genesis.
Sega.
Yes, but I had like tons of games for Sega before like you guys were playing like N64, PS2, and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
So I had tons of these games.
I remember the black Sega Genesis.
Right. I mean, I know Yeah. So, but I had Pac-Man games that weren't Pac-Man like how you play arcade. They're like Pac-Man platformer games where you're like Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man. You're like going through a level and you're like jumping up and down. And
that's cool.
You're like taking hang gliders and going through a level and stuff like that. It
That's
was
cool.
really, really fun, but it was really hard because I was a dumb kid. I didn't know how to play those games. But I wish I could play those games now because I think Pac-Man's always been a fun character, and obviously it's huge in pop culture and everything. But Pac-Man, I think he deserves a little bit more credit than what he does. Miss Pac-Man's got all the fame now, I think.
She does. She took half the money and all the fame.
Yeah, exactly. All right, number 7, Tyler. Take it or leave it, Joe Rogan.
That's a wild individual. Like, I mean, that guy.
This is probably the one that I was like, dude, he has to leave it, or I don't know. He's got to figure. I don't know.
So,
Mass Driver's here, dude. Ty, Mass Driver's here.
Yo.
I had a Commodore 64. What? Mass Driver in the building.
I mean, you got me there. I don't even think I've seen one of those.
Yeah, I don't know either. Anyways, all right. So Joe Rogan, take it or leave it.
I'm taking them. I know. I'm taking everything,
dude. Oh my god.
So I can see why people would want to leave him.
Yes.
I see it a lot, but I'm not saying he knows everything the fuck he's talking about. I mean, that dude's so high in mushrooms and all kinds of other drugs all the time. I mean, taking all kind of things. But I'm just like him as a person. I mean, like the Survivor guy. Prior to that being a UFC fighter,
Oh, wow, we've got some controversy here. Sim Scare Studio says Joe Rogan is awesome, and Mass Driver says Joe Rogan looks like a thumb.
Well, he does look like that right now.
And Sim Scare again says his podcast is awesome at least.
He talks about some wild stuff.
He does.
He will bring some crazy guests on, and they just kind of combat, but he had Kanye West on, and Kanye,
Well, he had Tom DeLonge on, and they were talking about aliens for fucking like an hour and a half, and Joe Rogan thought he was crazy.
Yeah,
which I mean, everyone does, but he called him out, called him crazy.
That's what I'm saying. He'll tell it to people. If he's got a very one-track mind, not one-track mind, but like his kind of belief system is his belief system, and he says he likes to kind of break open and like be understanding, but I mean, he kind of comes into everything with like, this is what I'm going to talk about, this is how I'm going to tell you that you're crazy or whatever. But he does have some interesting stuff to say sometimes, or with interesting people. But he, I mean, who am I to judge? I'll take him.
Okay, I think he's just a little bit too controversial.
He's very controversial.
But the thing is, like, there's a good controversial and there's a bad controversial. I think he just puts off like too much of a negative publicity, like controversial stance to pop culture and to people in general. Like, I remember when like he got COVID and he was talking about like how he was taking some horse pill or something like that because he didn't believe in vaccines, and there's a whole thing about that and everything. And look, we're not here to say anything about all that stuff at all, but it's just like that's the news you constantly get with Joe Rogan these days. Like, I remember like being a kid watching like, what was it, Fear Factor?
Fear Factor. I think I said Survivor earlier. Yeah, Fear Factor.
Yeah, I didn't hear you say that, but Fear Factor.
Fear Factor.
And I was like, oh, dude, this guy's awesome. But dude, like now it's like this guy's a fucking nut job. Mass Driver says, nah, Super Action Talk is way better, and I totally agree with you. Have you listened to the Super Action Talk podcast?
I hear great things.
Dude, I'm literally on your fucking podcast or on your Spotify account.
Yeah,
you should have the history of all 48 episodes.
I do.
Go back and listen to them. I'm on like 3 or 4 of them. Go back and listen to Super Action Talk. Man, you gotta listen to them. Man, what a Mass Driver fan here. Anyways, we got Sim Scare Studios that says he makes more money than I do. Yeah, of course. He makes more money than any of us will ever do in our lives. But, dude, I don't know. And John says horse dewormer. Yeah, dewormer. Dude, that guy is just a nut job. And he just, I think back in the day I would have taken him, but these days I just think he's just a little too much.
He's out there, man.
He's a little too much.
He's out there.
All right, so I've got number 8 for you, Tyler. And I know what you're going to say on this one. I know, but I think the audience is going to be against you. Mass Driver says episode 49 comes out tomorrow. Real quick, let's give a shout out to Mass Driver. We did a shout out last episode. We want to do it right now. Mass Driver Super Action Talk on Spotify. We got Mass Driver, who is on Facebook and Spotify in general. If you like hard riffs and grooving guitars and badass just lyrics talking about robots fighting each other and everything in between.
So
we are best friends of Mass Driver. We've done a lot of their music videos and live streams, and they've worked with us on numerous projects in the past as well. Just look us up, guys. I mean, you would love Mass Driver. He says boo, but we say yeah. So can you hear
always
this? We always say yeah.
Fuck yeah, Mass Driver.
All right. Anyways, guys, so Mass Driver Super Action Talk on Spotify. Check it out. Anyways, okay, Tyler. So I know what you're gonna say on this one, but I think the audience is gonna disagree with you. Number 8, Nickelback.
Oh, fuck yeah, I'm taking it. Oh, yeah. I love Nickelback.
I know.
I got the ultimate video collection at my house, dude. Like, I get drunk as hell to that all the time. Like, listen, you want to talk about everyone wants to shit on Nickelback. I don't know why, I get it. They can't pick a genre. Each CD album is different from the last one, but if you watch those music videos, I mean, yeah, they might have nothing to do with the lyrics of it, but those videos are powerful, like, oh yeah, like, a firefighter going out, and his wife just wants to stay. He's got that Motorola flip phone. He's like, baby, I gotta go, and then she's like, but don't leave me. She's all sad in the pillow. Then he's fighting this wildfire, forest fire. Next thing you know, he saves a guy, a tree falls down. All the firefighters come to her house, and they're just,
Guys, listen to how many times he's watched that damn video, because he described it in every detail. Like,
they all come to the house, and she's like, "Oh my God, he died!" And then, like, he pops out in blue jeans.
What song is that? What song is that?
Honestly, I want to say it's like it. Like I said, that has nothing to do with the lyrics, but I'm pretty sure it's like "Gotta Be Somebody."
Superstar Studio says, "I want to be a rock star."
That's what I'm saying. No, that one's a good video. There's a lot of cool features and cameos.
Okay, dude, all right. So I'm gonna say this. Oh, God,
Nickelback's misunderstood. I'm here to free Chad Kroger. All right. He's a real Chad, him and Chad Smith. All right, those are the last two good Chads.
Yeah, 2 Chads. Yeah, because Chad is a weird.
Now Chad turned into Brad, and they all got daddy's money. They didn't.
True. I want a hero to save me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Oh, such a good song.
No, that is a good song. I will say. I
want to be your hero, baby.
There you go. I want to say that I do love Nickelback, probably from the early. Was it late 90s that they started? Maybe latest early 2000s.
Canada.
Are they really from Canada?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
So I like their early stuff up until like that Dark Horse album. And then I think that's
Dirty Laundry. You don't like Dirty Laundry?
No, I didn't. I never really listened to that.
You
don't
like Rockstar? Something in your mouth, like
Rockstar is even like a song that I'm like, but that album
Animals.
That's not on Dark Horse. No, that's on the album before.
Okay, I get those.
Yeah, no, I know
they all kind of blend together, dude.
Yeah, because you're sitting there drunk as shit, listening to Nickelback all night.
Yeah, it's a good time.
I see your Spotify history.
Oh, yeah.
But no, Nickelback back in the day, I think is where it's at. But dude, like I don't really listen. I never listened to anything past Dark Horse or even the album Dark Horse, and also people give him shit, man. I mean, people give him a lot of shit. So
This Afternoon, great song.
All right, yeah. So guys, do you like Nickelback? Let us know. All right, number 9. Are you ready? Westerns. Do you like westerns? Take it or leave it.
There's so many bad Western movies to outweigh the good Western movies. Like McClintock. You ever watch McClintock?
I have not.
Oh, it's good. The whole premise is about, just watch it. Don't want to get too controversial, but McClintock. That's a good fucking Western. And like, I mean, a lot of the old Clint Eastwood movies. You know, I mean, like they're good. You know, Good, Bad, the Ugly. Are they long? Yes.
It's really
Are they
fucking
all just
long.
hot and dry? Yes. You know.
I mean, so take it or leave it. What do you think? What do you say? You don't have to take it. You don't have to take it.
I want to leave it, but like I don't ever want to not be able to watch McClintock again. Like,
Cinema Scare Studio says Tombstone.
Tombstone, exactly.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
Tombstone. Like, all right, so exactly. Yes, I'll take it so I can watch Tombstone. You know, like
John Lynch says Cowboys versus Aliens, baby. Yes, sir.
And Daniel Craig.
I know. I honestly, I don't think I even finished that movie because I just couldn't.
It's a while.
Yeah. We got Blazing Saddles. I haven't seen that. And Unforgiven for modern westerns, Wind River and Hell or High Water. John, I haven't seen any of those, my friend, but I know those are good because I've heard really, really good things about them. So I do want to check them out, my friend. So Tyler, take it or leave it.
Take it.
Damn. I'm trying to get him to leave something, dude. He has not left anything.
I am who I am, all right?
Yeah, I know.
I want to leave something. I really do. But
he hasn't left one damn thing.
My bag is full right now.
Yeah,
it's so taking it all.
Like, it's so full. Blake Hall says Once Upon a Time in the West. Blake would know probably about every other Western you can think of because he knows a lot of movies. And also, Blake was the one who let me borrow Good, Bad, and Ugly. It is very good, Clint Eastwood. But it is very long. It is very, very long.
Way longer than it needs to be.
John Queener, take it or leave it. Okay. Yes, sir. All right, Ty. So we're down at the very last one. Take it or leave it. Llamas.
Okay. All right. Now I know what that was. Well, I think I brought up a very good point. We're talking about llamas or alpacas, you know, because if it's alpaca, fucking leave it. Like, you know, like all they do is they just like spit in your face. Yeah, like, you're like, hey, what's up, dude? He's just like, you know, like it's like alpacas suck, you know, like I'll be honest, I haven't really been around a whole lot of those, you know. I imagine they're a cousin of the alpaca somehow.
Yeah.
But I want to say they're a cool stoner friend, you know? Like,
so you would take it or would you leave it?
All I can think about is, you know, in Napoleon Dynamite was like, Tina, you fat lard, come eat some dinner. Like, you know, I felt so bad for that llama, you know? Like, yeah. I'm fucking taking it. Like,
damn, we're at 10 out of 10. Take it all the way. Tyler Mckee took.
I'm riding my llama out of here, blasting Nickelback.
Yeah, Tyler McKee
playing a Western. Like,
and listen to Joe Rogan's podcast, dude. Tyler McKee took every subject I threw at him tonight. All right, guys, you heard it there. Take it. He took everything I threw at him.
I probably shouldn't have, but I am who I am.
He loves Joe Rogan, Nickelback, llamas, and westerns.
I wouldn't say I love Joe Rogan.
While fantasizing about Brad Pitt. All right, guys.
Oh, yeah.
All righty. And also, let me shout out Cinema Scare Studios one more time. He says Ernest in the Wild West. Okay, so, all right, we're down here at the nitty gritty as far as the last few topics here, Ty. All right, so what I wanted to ask you was your acting and comedy career so far, what your experiences have been, and where you hope to be, whether it's a year, 5 years, 10 years down the road, because as everybody knows, well, if you don't know, as our Strange Films family knows, that Tyler Mckee has been very, very involved with Strange Films. And actually, I want to bring up a few photos real quick. Okay. Just because Strange Films, you and I have worked so much together. So, guys, just real quick, I want to just throw up, and you're probably just seeing all kinds of stuff here, so I apologize. But I had it prepared, and it went away. Okay, so we have The Passenger, okay?
That's a good-looking guy right
Yes. Now. So, guys, if you know, this is Tyler Mckee as the monster passenger in our film Passenger, right?
You would not believe the amount of pain I endured.
Oh, my God, dude. I felt bad. I felt so bad. I was looking to cancel production right now. Like, dude, this guy had an eye infection for 3 days straight after this. So we have Passenger, and we've got... we've got My Good Neighbor, yes sir. Which
that's one of my favorite roles to play on.
Okay. I'm going to get to that in just a second. We said My Good Neighbor, the serial killer, and then we've got Subject.
That's a very sad role to play.
Which we don't know his name in it. We just random guy, but was subject, right? And then we have, but this isn't confirmed. This isn't confirmed, but we got this guy here, but we don't know who this guy is at all. So, anyways, so Tyler, going to these roles in strange films. First of all, before we get into your acting and comedy experience, what is your favorite role of strange films so far, and why?
You know, it probably would go back and forth between Passenger and My Good Neighbor, just because I love that character acting. You know, I love being able to dress up in some scary stuff, look gnarly, you know, scare some people. You know, I just love that. You know, and also like the My Good Neighbor. You know, I just look like an ordinary guy. You know, I'm just like your good neighbor, but in reality, I'm out here torturing some poor guy. You know, to a schedule. You know, like that's what's so crazy, because that shit probably does happen. You know, right now. You know, but yeah, I'd say probably those two are one of my more favorite ones. Besides being able to be cameos in Mass Driver music videos. Fuck yeah, Mass Driver.
There you go. Okay, so yeah, you've been in multiple roles in strange films, and honestly, most of your acting experience has been in strange films, correct?
Yes,
and then you've had the one. Why don't you tell the audience a little bit the SparkNotes version of your experience working on like the television show, the true crime show?
So me and a couple of my friends, you know, work friends, we were all just kind of sitting around drinking, and we, you know, they're on Facebook. They're like, "Yo, dude, there's a casting call for four guys, preferably roommates in their early 20s." And we're like, you know, well, I mean, two of us live together. We're all in our early 20s. We're all, you know, buds, and we just put in some sample photos, and then we got the gig. It's a true crime series about. So there's actually a movie called American Animals. I believe that's what's called, American Animals. You can watch that on HBO or Hulu, maybe. It's about these college students that try to rob their campus of some very expensive artwork and literature. They do get caught, but we kind of got to play the roles of those people, you know, while they had the actual people who committed the crime talk over it, you know. So
the show was actually well done as far as how they narrated.
Yeah, it was on CNBC.
Cool. I watched it live. It was cool.
Yeah, it was cool. I
saw you. I was like, "Oh, my brother!" I was like that meme of Leonardo DiCaprio, where he's like, "Oh, that's my brother."
Yeah, I played the getaway driver on that. I wish it would have been more.
You were in like the meetings and stuff in the reenactment scene.
Yeah. I wish they actually cut a lot of stuff.
I'm sure they did.
Yeah, because there was a lot more things. Yeah. I mean, it was a whole 3-day event. You know, I mean, I paid somebody $100 to pick up my shift just because I was like, I have to do this. You know, but it was cool. It was very interesting. You know, doing something. You know, not saying that, you know, strange films, our production quality isn't professional or anything, but just be able to see how other people work.
What are you trying to say?
I've never seen us on a roll cart, you know, that was $4,000.
I understand. Okay. All right. No, that's cool, man. No, I mean, I always
they didn't have the vision though.
Right. Yeah. I always told you, man, take any opportunity you can get, you know.
Absolutely.
You have to. You just have to.
It's a fun experience, you know.
Yeah. So okay. All right. So you've done a lot of strange film stuff, obviously. So you know, whenever I give you a calling card or casting call, you come running. You did the acting there. Let's talk about some comedy, man. You've done some random here and there stand up comedy, you know, just open mic stuff. But let's just talk about your aspirations as far as how can you get yourself to this next step of your life in your creative career? Like, you know, between strange films and other acting endeavors and comedy, stand-up special, or stand-up, I should say, open mics or whatever you want to call it. Just, you know, where do you think you can go from here, you know?
You know, I think it's kind of how much you put into it, you know. You know, I'd love to see myself with a Comedy Central special or Netflix special, you know, that would be, you know, fantastic, amazing. You know, I enjoy just being able to have the pleasure and to do it, you know, at my leisure, you know, the end of the day, man, I just want a good, solid life with opportunities, and I like traveling. I like backpacking. I enjoy just even sitting at the house and enjoying a cold beer. Like, so if I can have a stable life, filled with things that I'm able to do and enjoy throughout my life, then that would be just fantastic. But being able to pursue those things, or having the ability to pursue those, that's also a gift. So some people right now it's more of a hobby than it is actual profession, because I haven't been paid for it. But the more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. So that's kind of where it's at.
Well, you're pretty young, man. You just turned 25, so I wish I was 25 again. Anyways, you're 25, dude. You are still at a very, very early point in your life where you can still just like literally take on the world, any opportunity that comes your way, or create your own opportunities. And my best advice for you is to go for it. Now,
thank you.
So, Tyler Mckee, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Absolutely.
We are down here. We are down at the last few segments of the show. Guys, if you're still alive watching with us, which, again, we keep coming to like that 5 to 7 weird people, but people keep dropping in and out. Stick around. Right. Watch. Let us know that you're still here, first of all. And secondly, we're going to finish up here with a couple more things, and then we're going to wrap it up, okay? Perfect. So the last thing, or one of the last things I want to do is another shout-out, okay? So one of the shout-outs I want to do is to William Fink of Ontario Street Comics up in Philadelphia. Yes. William, I am wearing your shirt right now. If you can see it, or Frank Aguilar, anybody, tell them that I am listening, or I am, wearing their shirt here, and I'm giving them a shout out, William Fink to Ontario Street Comics up in Philadelphia, because they just won the best comic book shop in Philadelphia for I think it's since like 2013. They've been winning like every year consistently. So they just won again, guys, in 2022. Best comic book shop in Philadelphia. Awesome. Yeah, absolutely. And guys, if you didn't know why and how Ontario Street Comics is so badass, is because not only that they are an amazing vintage comic book shop where when you go in, you have that vintage, authentic comic book shop smell where it's just like, I'm in a comic book shop. This is great. I grew up in this stuff. Remember like Wayne's Comics?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking, right? So you have that. Not only Frank Aguilar, I gave you that shirt. Yes, you did. And I know why, because you sent me a strange package. And then Simascare says, awesome. But anyways, not only that vintage smell, and they sell literally everything from knickknacks to collectibles to hardcore old and new comics.
Yeah.
But M. Night Shyamalan filmed the movie Unbreakable in that comic book shop with Samuel L. Jackson and Glass. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
And who had a comic book in there that was for sale?
And I feel like they had an original comic book that the owner, William Fink, was featured on the cover.
What was the guy's name?
There's actually two versions. There's two comic books out there that's actually has them featured, the shop and the owner. What's it called? Oh, Cindy's Birthday Party and Passenger. Guys, Strange Films has created two comic books that we adapted from film to comic: Cindy's Birthday Party and Passenger. And we had the owner, William Fink, and the shop, it literally says on the cover, Ontario Street Comics, featured on those variant covers. The Captain, yes, sir. So, William, shout out to you, man. Good job. Congratulations for winning Best Comic Book Shop in Philly again. And you guys deserve it, man. I mean, you guys run an awesome shop, and I wish I could be up there more. But hopefully we can do another variant cover on the comic book shop, because Pandora, our third comic book, is coming soon. Okay, and the last shout out again, guys, if you're listening or if you've stuck around the entire time, which I doubt it, but if you stuck around, Strange Film Studios on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, Strange Film Studios, or if you want to go to our website, strangefilmstudios.com, or email us, strangefilmstudios@gmail.com. Give us a shout out because we are here for you. We're past 500 subscribers now. That's crazy. We're almost at that. We're halfway to 1,000. I got to figure out I have to figure out a DVD giveaway now, which is I don't know how to do that, but we'll figure it out.
I don't know how to do that.
we'll figure it out. DVD giveaway. But yeah, no, Strange Film Studios, guys, thank you so much for joining us and supporting us and everything we do. And we're having a lot of really, really fun stuff coming up in the near future. So thank you again for joining us, and join us every Wednesday at 8 p.m. for our Strange Films live show. All right, Tyler, the last thing for you, okay?
I'm ready.
Excuse me. So our last words of the show is, and this may be a little kind of open-ended, because I know you're still learning, right? You're
Right.
It's always a learning game, correct? And you're young, and you kind of in this point in your life where you understand that you are constantly learning, and you really don't know what you think you know, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but if you did have any advice to anybody, let's just say they're 17 going into their 18th year, like they're about to go into like they're getting into high school, and they're creative enough to think they want to do something, whether it's like in the film, in the comedy, in the any creative art. They don't know if they want to go to college, but they're okay with going to college or anything like that. And I'm not, and be careful what you say here, because I know you. But just give us, the audience, any advice to people, younger people than you, that you would tell yourself 5 years ago, or 6 years ago, I should say. What would you say to yourself, and maybe to some younger audiences that are encouraging to understand that it is a long game, but what can you do now to maybe help prepare yourself for that?
That's a great question. I believe that if you put everything that you do, whether it's worthwhile or it's not, everything that you move forward doing, spend time doing, I believe if you put 100% of yourself into it, for better or worse, you might even not even know yourself, but if you put all of you into something, follow with pure love and passion, that could be to a relationship, to a job, to your dog, to your financial state. But if you just put all of you into it, and the passion and the love for it is key, moving forward, those two things, and just 100%. There's do and there's do not. There's no try. Yoda said that,
Yes, sir.
Like, if you can just put all that and be true to yourself, then I think the universe will reward you accordingly, or present the reward accordingly.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
So,
hey, that is great. That's exactly what I think I was looking for, as well as best advice you could possibly give to people your age and younger, and anyone in general, honestly.
Absolutely.
I mean, you listen to, I listen to tons and tons of podcasts every day, and these ones that are talking about how they succeeded, or what are some things that they get asked all the time about how to succeed, essentially the same message. Just do what you love, do it honestly, do it passionately, and it's a long game.
Oh yeah, it's not overnight.
It's not. There's like that 1 in a million luck chance that you're gonna just hit it right off the bat, and you get it, right? But it's a long game. No matter who you are, that if you put in the time, the energy, the effort, and the passion, the love, and all that, eventually, chances are that you're going to succeed in one way or another, in what you're looking for, right?
Absolutely.
So, and we'll see in 10 years, right?
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
We'll see.
This life game's up.
Yeah. So we'll see. And yeah, exactly. Cinema Scare Studios, even if it takes until you're 40. I mean, honestly, who is it? Samuel Jackson, he was like 44 before he got his like big break or something.
Yeah, he was in his 40s in Pulp Fiction.
Exactly.
That was 30 years ago.
Exactly. So it's not like it's impossible, but it's just like the magnitude of the amount of energy and passion and work you got to put into it to actually see some benefits coming out of it.
Yeah.
And it could be small. It could be like, and the thing is, like, people who take these small rewards are like, oh, I'm not getting enough. But it's like, you gotta just like keep going. You gotta like you can't just settle for these small rewards because it's not enough. In your mind, you just got to keep going because these small rewards are leading up to hopefully a bigger reward later on in the future. And obviously, we could be all totally wrong and just fucking do, the 9 to 5 every day. But, you just never know. Why not try what you do? Because it's that Jim Carrey quote that I've always like loved and preached to myself and to you and everybody else. It's like you can fail at what you don't like, but you might as well try to do something that you love.
Yeah.
Like, it's just as simple as that,
Mm-hmm.
So for anybody that's younger, especially, do what you want to do and need to do, like in life. But if you're ever considering thinking of doing something creative or passionate, even if it's not creative, like just do something different or whatever it is. Just you put your whole heart into it and your passion into it, and eventually you're gonna find a place where you're happy with it and you're successful in your own way. And it could be glamorous, but it also could be humbling, and it could just be like in a way that you're successful in your own in own measure.
Absolutely.
So
If you put 100% into everything, then you should be content with the outcome.
Yeah, exactly. Good deal. That's good stuff, Tyler. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate you. No, I appreciate you coming on. And that is it, guys. Strange Films Live, Tyler Mckee. We had a weird first intro with this guy, the Royal Knight here. Hopefully we can see him around. Do you think we'll see him around at some point?
I don't know, man. You should get some paint removal, though, because that asshole is still up outside.
He's still spray painting?
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, I saw that.
Motherfucker. Anyways, guys, if you haven't seen the Royal Knight, go on Strange Films YouTube channel and just search the Royal Knight because you're gonna find some interesting videos of him. But good deal, guys. Tyler, thank you so much for coming on. I love you. Thank you. You're my brother, and we appreciate you having you on and listening to you. And if you haven't seen Tyler Mckee's work, you can find him on Strange Film Studios YouTube page and all that. Check out the film Passenger. Check out the film My Good Neighbor, and check out the film Subject, and you will be able to see this beautiful face in all these different roles. And I have a really, really fun film idea for you.
I'm eager.
Incorporate all those characters at once.
Multiverse of Madness, Strange Films Multiverse.
Yeah, Doctor Strange got me wild right now. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining us. And this is Strange Films Live. We're going to be doing this every Wednesday, 8 p.m. If you want to follow us, support us, give us a shout out, all that good stuff, you know where to find us. And we will see you next time, Wednesday, 8 p.m. And I think we're going to have Frank Aguilar for the next show. So, yeah, be sure to tune in. All right, guys, thank you so much. Have a good rest of your night. Thank you very much. Take care.
Thank you.